rooted in from day one is just overall good time, good streams, and everyone work hard.
Everybody's work hard, and then we have got this hard point started off between the Atlanta Dazed and the Minnesota Floppr. As this point starts off, it is going to be a Mixie P1 with Super Perp with the first blood on Trader, and then you can see Dahmers with a Clay on Dermers, and that's 2 down, 3 down in the favor of Atlanta Dazed to take early control of this P1 time, but he jumped off. He's looking for another kill. Super Perp is actually playing some real good. He's 3-0 right now, but you can see player 6, he's making a play to try to get these spawns flipped. I don't know if he's going to get these plays, but Electric MC with a nice kill, and Atlanta Dazed has early control of this P1 time.
Yeah, and Dazed, they're calling out this good information from the hill, and they're just relaying that to their players 1 and 2 at the bottom side of the map as they pick up these 2 kills here on street, clear that out, and say, you know what, have a good one. But Trader snuck in the back. Looks like split spawn's coming in here as his players try to rush from the top side of the map. He's trying to play his life, stay alive, as it's a foot race to this P2 hill. It looks like, wow. Looks like Dazed is going to get the scrap time on this, but it looks like Minnesota is going to get this P2. Player 1, run on please. It's been an absolute mixer to start this game off as we have Minnesota finally securing these spawns and Dazed trying to push through the front now.
Yeah, that was a big battle between player 7 and player 5. Who was in the back of that top police station, holding down police station for Minnesota Floppr. They hold down this P2 time, and they get him on this hill. You can see player 2, he's trying to comfort about Ilbuki, but he's being spotted by Sober. Sober with a nice kill, holding down. Minnesota Floppr is doing a good job of holding down this P2 time. And that's Flober with a nice another kill, Glitch with a kill, and that's favors of Minnesota Floppr, but Glitch is on a 5 streak, and he's balling out right now for his team. The hill is scrappy. The 20-second mark has came, and you see both teams have left this hard point alone. All right, you can see now one team's on. The battle is going to be taking part in gold right now between 7 and 3. Let's see if they get that battle. Oh, Glitch with another kill. Glitch is on 6 before he finally gets taken down. And as this next hill pops off, you can see that Atlanta Dazed does have the favorable hill, the spawns right now, but Minnesota is fighting through the front.
Yeah, they have good mappers, but player 3's about to get a kill in the back on a Minnesota player as he's just being that roaming slayer, slowing Minnesota down at that mid-map presence. It looks like 7 gets the kill in the back as we're on Sober. He's trying to flush these people out, trying to get some split spawns in. Flip for his team. Player 4 is going to spawn out, and now it looks like from the pressure from the front, this player here is pinned in as he goes down finally, and Minnesota get the break on this hill. They haven't accrued much time though. They had all of the control for P2, but Atlanta kept it mixy, and they're up 20 points still. They even had that much hill time, so Minnesota really need to try and get in the hill here and bring this game back to tied as we go into this P4.
Yeah, Minnesota, they need to come back right now. The Atlanta Dazed are just getting the kills. That's 2 in the favor of Atlanta Dazed. And they have players right here, and they have 1 player to player 4 already rotating, already back there, already trying to secure these spawns. But you can see all of Minnesota Floppr are making rotation. Player 6, player 7, they're on the new hill. Player 4, he's in goal. Super Perp. Electric MC, El Buki. That's 2 down in the favor of, that's 3 down in the favor of Atlanta Dazed. And Atlanta Dazed has control of this early hill time right now.
Yeah, it looked great out of Minnesota to keep it scrappy. They got the flip on the last 2 hills. Looked like things would be going in their favor, but the scoreline isn't for the moment. Dazed have kept it scrappy and haven't panicked whenever things got mixy. They kept applying pressure to the hill, which didn't let Minnesota comfortably get on it. And now 4 dead as Minnesota looks to take this hill. They just bully it out from the front. Atlanta's going to have these close spawns, though. Looks like they're already going to try to rotate over with 16 seconds left to this P1 and just try to get all 4 people here. Looks like they're going to maybe hit Eskies and try to get the early flip. We'll see what they do here at this escalator spot as we see the Minnesota player get the rest of the scrap time. A 30-point lead for Atlanta Dazed going back to P1.
You can see all of Atlanta Dazed, they just said, we're going to rotate, try to get these P2 spawns as a team, and they all just start taking it back one by one. Let's see if they get this time, but as of right now, all of Minnesota is on this hill. I don't think they know that all of all of Atlanta just took it to the back. But there you go, right there. They got to the back. They pushed to the back. Atlanta Dazed has made it to the back to get these spawns. That was a great play by Atlanta Dazed just to bypass P1, go get the P2 spawns, and now they got full control of P1, and they got the spawns for P2.
Yeah, excellent gameplay coming out of Atlanta right now. They sacrificed the first 20 seconds of P1 just to go get P2 and still get good time and maintain their 30-point lead here out of P1. Minnesota are going to be trying to flush through mid here and get the spawn flip. Player 3 might be shooting some players in the back as he gets a two-piece. Glitch finally gets one of the trades there as they still hold down these P2 spawns. Looks like a little split spawn coming out of player 4 as player 8 is pushed up, trying to play his life, wait for his teammates' help as P2 pops here and Atlanta Dazed have a 30-point lead.
As P2 pop, you can see Super Perp with a nice kill, but you can see 2 down in the favor of Minnesota with Trader and Glitch getting the kill. But they're trying to get position, but all Atlanta Dazed has the spawns for this hill, so they're just going to keep all of Minnesota back. Well, as I say that, that's 2 down in the favor of Minnesota. They got to try to get on this point, but they just can't. They just keep down. There's not enough, and all Atlanta Dazed, they keep control of this hill. But you can see Glitch is running in and Dialed. They just ran into 2 down, and they still are not can't get control of this hill. But Glitch, he's 16-9. He's on a 2 streak. He's trying to make a play for his team. For he finally gets taken down by Electric MC, and that's Atlanta Dazed with this time. And they rotated. Atlanta Dazed are rotating. They're rotating. They're keeping the hard point in their favor right now by all these early rotations and by winning the gunfights to keep the spawns.
Yeah, and what I've loved out of them so far is they've kept pressure on every hill, even if they don't technically have rights to it and don't have spawns. They have one player, like we just saw, trailing there on P2 just to make Minnesota think about it and slow down their push towards P3, buy their teammates more time over there on the rotation. Minnesota now gathered at the front. They're going to try and push through. Electric with 1, Super with the 2nd, Super with the 3rd. That's going to be 3 dead as player 8 tries to slip through the back. Superb, playing superb, and holding it down for his team here on P3.
He's playing very superb, and Glitch is trying to make a play, but Glitch is still making his play, is he? Yes, he is still making his play. He's still up. He's still holding these spawns for his team, but you can see Minnesota Floppr finally got in his team. Electric MC, he's a player in the back. Oh, good kill by Electric MC. Looking for the player on the point. That he finally gets Glitch, and that's a good 2 down for Electric MC to take control of the spawn. But player 6, he's the last player to try to contest this time, but he gets taken down by Electric MC. He's on a nice little 4 streak. The spawns are getting ready. This hill is getting ready to pop, and you can see player 7 Minnesota. He's holding it down for his team as it's getting ready to start.
Yeah, and if Minnesota can get a good hold here, they're right back in it. Right now, it's a 60-70 point lead that Atlanta have. It takes a 60-second. Oh, man, I thought they were going to line up and get a 3-piece there. But if they can get a good hold here, they're right back in this game. So they just have to work together and play their lives very well. As Dazed dropped 2, the only 2 pushed up, and now Minnesota's back to square 1, trying to push through the front of this hill.
They're back to square 1, trying to push to the front of the hill. It's like every time they try to get on the hill, Atlanta Dazed is just getting the kill just to keep them off the hill for now. Just right now, Atlanta Dazed got this time with 3 players on the hill, looking at every player from Minnesota pushing through this street side, trying to get up. There is a split spawn by player 7 and player 8. They did spawn behind them. Oh, I don't think they know they spawned behind them. They finally made the read. They finally know they turned around. Did you see those arrows just flip?
Both arrows snapped, man. I was waiting for it. You were commenting, and I was like, will they flip? They might get shot in the back, but as soon as I think player 4 spawned out at street, they made that call. And again, Dazed playing just 2 steps ahead of Minnesota right now. They're winning their fights. They're absolutely outslaying, and they're getting the rotations. That's what you talked about with Moscow. You've got to get those early rotations, as now we see Electric pop in his streak. He's going to try and get a kill off of it. Definitely give information at the least, as his team can win it here on this hill. They're going to try to close it out here in this map 1, but if it needs be, they have spawns for P2.
Yeah, they're going to try to close it out here. And it looks like they are going to get Super Perp with a nice little 2-5 piece. He's on a 5 streak. The streaks are coming in. All of Minnesota has no choice, but it's over already. 250 to 132. Atlanta Dazed came out and played some good hard point to take this series 1-0.
Yeah, to kick off our Platinum Premade tonight, Atlanta Dazed came out and fried. Not only did they outslay, they out-rotated. They did so many things right and minimized their mistakes here. Minnesota just never got comfortable footing even a couple of lanes. And Minnesota's going to have the offense to start, but I think they can definitely take the advantage here with this slowed down pace now, just regain from what happened in map 1.
Yeah, they can slow down, try to regain, but as we can see, they're starting off with this A push. They got player 7. He's there to make the read. Dahmer's getting shot put on him. I don't know. Oh, we got hit by a good name. That's a good opening first blood by Minnesota. They They got a player by the A bomb. Up Trader with a nice kill on Electric MC. Release Super Perp and El Buki, and he gets spotted by Dilade. So it's a 4v1 with El Buki, the last guy, trying to make a play.
Yeah, and he's about as far back in his spawn as he can be. He's going to have to try and make reads and check corners and make long range picks to try and get this bomb defused. And it looks like they know where he's at. Now it's just a matter of the collapse.
A matter of the collapse, and the collapse was made. And Minnesota Floppr take the search and destroy 1-0 to start off this S&D. That was a good B route and good way to play your trades and your picks.
Yeah, they had their angles locked down there. Just that street, they had it overlooked. You had someone hang back to try and play that wrap through B, and great reads out of Minnesota to try and know where the Atlanta players were coming from and just hitting their shots. They did what they needed to do that round, and we're going to see Atlanta try to replicate the same and find some success here on offense.
Yeah, we see them trying to do this A side. A seems like a good side for Miami to go to. I think it's more out in the open. You don't gotta worry about people sneaking up on you. So we're seeing that this A side has been made. Commerce has let some bullets out, so now I think they know that the team is making this rotation to B. But two players from Minnesota Floppr has not rotated yet. They're still staying on B. Still watching mid. Traders sees Super Perp. See if he can find him. Oh, he just jumped down. Super Perp with a nice kill. Dahmers with a nice kill on Trader. Dahmers with a nice kill on Sobar. And that's 3 down in favor of Atlanta Dazed. Glitz with one on Dahmer.
Just like that, the round turned on its head. The nade comes through. Glitz trying to play his life here. Gonna try and kill the person playing the bomb. They've yet to get it down, but the round turned on its head. They started to chow around A, and maybe didn't need to. They could have held those power positions as Atlanta get the 3 kills and walk away with the round win there, forcing the mistakes out of Minnesota.
Round win. Look at this 3-piece by Dahmers. This is what opened it up for them. 3-piece. That guy. This good kills by this guy. Opening up for Atlanta Dazed to give them the 1-1 map advantage. 1-1 tie in this search and destroy. Now we're gonna see Minnesota Floppr on offense. Let's see if they decide to go to A, decide to go to B. Let's see what happens. But right now it's a 1-1, but in the size of the both offenses won. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, especially on Miami. We're gonna see a 2-2 split here. Minnesota gonna try and take this A push again. They've only got 1 player for Atlanta watching this, 3 of them on B. It shouldn't be long here before they call this rotation. Looks like Atlanta's starting that rotation now. Maybe Minnesota make the play and come back B. We'll see what happens here, but really slow out of Minnesota given how the first 2 rounds went.
Yeah, Minnesota is going very slow right now. I think they're just trying to look. You got to find them. You got to see one. Oh, he sees one. There's the first one by Stubar. Can he get a 2? Can he get a second? We spotted him, but I think he needs the second one. But they do got the advantage. Movie's putting up shots. There's Trader with a nice kill on Dahmers. So that's 4v2 in advantage of Minnesota Floppr. They got the advantage, but this nice kill by by a Trader on Electric MC. El Buki. He's the last player alive. They know where he's at. He's got to try to make a play, try to stop these Atlanta players. Number 4. Can he clutch up?
Yeah, we'll see. It's the same situation as the Minnesota round 1 offense, right? El Buki left in a 1v4, and now we're just waiting on the collapse. We'll see how long it ends up taking for Minnesota to set up a pinch or whatever they want to do. But it looks like he's going to get picked from Bo as they had all the angles locked down there and the bomb planted.
Yeah, they had all the angles locked down. They had them all locked down. 1v4. Once they found out where he was and he was just back there in that corner, they just had to just make sure he just either stayed in that building, or as soon as he peeked out that building, he was for sure going to catch some bullets. And that's what happened to that last player. But that was a good round in the size of Minnesota Floppr to go up 2-1. And let's see if they can play defense. We got 3 good offensive rounds right now. We need to see a defensive round, but Atlanta Dazed is on offense right now. Let's see what they decide to do with the bomb.
Yeah, I think Minnesota, playing fast on the offense has worked in their favor. They've gotten map presence and control, and Trader's really moving really smooth around the map. Playing looks like with confidence is, he's helped initiate those offensive round wins. But on defense, it looked like some mistakes got forced out of him as he maybe tried to play too aggressive over at that A side on Atlanta's offense. So maybe they settle down here, get to their spots, and force Atlanta to have to make the play on offense.
Atlanta's had to make a play on offense. They had 3 players in top purple, but now the players have tried to rotate it. Do garage. Let's see if he can get a kill. He's looking for one. Super Perp. Oh, good kill by Glitch. Good trade by El Buki. Trader with a nice kill on Electric MC. So it's a 2v3 favor of Minnesota Floppr. Ooh, Trader with a nice kill on El Buki. Dahmer's up. Dahmer, oh my. Trader.
Oh my, Trader. Chill out, man. Jeez. Gotta let everyone play. Wow. Him and that dumpster, man, playing peekaboo with everyone. He was absolutely, whether it was the jump shots, the slides, the movement, the pre-firing, he was doing it all this round. He said, bring it on. And Atlanta, one by one, fed it to him. He's playing with confidence right now as he's taking every gunfight here and winning them to give it Minnesota the 3-1 lead.
Yeah, that was a good, man. Trader made a play. Trader's on a nice 5 streak. That was just, man, that's what we like to see in the Call of Duty regular. This is platinum pre-made. That's the platinum pre-made movement right there. And that's what we love to see in the rec league. But as we can see, this round start off, Minnesota's on offense. Look like they're going to do a slow delay B push with one player 5 bombs, playing this half wall cutout. I don't know if he's in a position to make a play, but we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, they'll have to hear that Mantle if he is on the other side, but looks like Atlanta's cleared it out. They're sending one person back here. It's still numbers advantage to Minnesota. Player 4 trying to watch the flank out of Atlanta. Hopefully he can hold that, maybe get a pick here. Minnesota just need to stay alive, but they're applying pressure. They're moving past the bomb and trying to get it down as trades come through and the action's happening at the site now. It looks like it's still going to be a numbers advantage to Minnesota if he can get the play, but Atlanta players close in. Sober with the kill there, trying to get the bomb down as Electric tries to look over him. Glitch gets the kill somehow with Electric looking over him at the bomb and Minnesota walk with the round. I thought all Electric had to do was look down and get the guy off bomb, but Glitch rips the guy off the dumpster and they end up taking the round. Great gameplay S&D from Minnesota for this game to start.
Yeah, Minnesota is playing some great S&D right now. The strategies are on. The gunfights are being won, and that's what helps you win an S&D round right now. They're up 4-1. Big regain. Trader's on a 7-2. He's playing big for his team. Unfortunately, he couldn't get streaks. Dahmer shut him down, but they're on defense right now, and let's see if they can keep this momentum flowing for him.
Yeah, they're playing great. Their trades are on point. They're locking everything down they need to. The comms have to be crisp because they're calling out where players are and people are reacting and getting to spots to take care of those positions. So Minnesota is firing on all cylinders right now for this S&D and looks like they're locked in their positions, trying to force a move out of Atlanta here, as it looks like it's going to be a B hit with one on A for Minnesota.
I'm glad he finally gets one before he gets traded out by Dahmers. It's a 3v3 still. Nobody with the favor of 3v Trader with a nice kill. Electric. Dahmers his soul bar, so it's still 2v2. Dahmers. Oh, he got traded out. 5-1.
Yeah. Oh man, you can't. You gotta know where players are. You know, he just slips through garage here, gets 1, and Trader gets 2 and 3 here to close out the round. I don't know if that wasn't calmed. I'm not sure if they didn't react quick enough. You can see Dahmer's turned around, but was looking like he was switching weapons. He's just going wherever he wants on the map and getting whatever he wants on defense, able to push through garage B side and pick up 3. That's almost a guaranteed round win, you'd have to think, right?
Right, yes. And Trader 10-2 on a 3 streak. Streaks would be big right here, but it doesn't really matter for his team right now because they're winning 5-1. They just got to get one more offensive round, and they could win this S&D to tie this match count up 1-1 with Sobar with the first blood on El Buki. That's a good start inside of Minnesota Floppr.
Yeah, it's almost like they're doing an S&D what Atlanta did in Hardpoint. They're one step ahead. They know exactly where they want to be on the map, exactly where they need to be if something goes down. And they've started off nearly every round with the life count advantage as it gets drawn to a 3-3 here. But they don't panic, right? They're watching their wraps. They're watching for someone to hit the flank. They get the kill, and they play their lives. So just like how Atlanta was one step ahead in the Hardpoint, here in the S&D, Minnesota has been a step ahead of Atlanta.
Yeah, Minnesota has been a clearly step ahead of Atlanta. Player Sobar with a nice kill before he finally gets traded out by Electric MC. The bomb is going down at A. It's a 1v2 for Atlanta Dazed. Electric MC, can he clutch? Can he win this round for his team? They know where he's at. They know where he's at. He's looking for him. Let's see if he sees him. See if he sees Dilate. I think he's spotted him. But he's throwing shoulders. He's just throwing shoulders out. That's a good platinum move. Throw shoulders, Oh, but he finally get Trader. Trader's the last alive. It's 1v1 Electric MC versus Trader. Who's gonna win this battle?
I think Electric's gonna do it, and I think it's because Minnesota split up here and played it 1v1, and there we go. We see Electric clutch up. He has the time, 7.5. This is actually, hold on. I think he got it, but the nerves. I gotta make sure it gets there. With 0.4, he got it at the absolute last second. Wow, unbelievable clutch out of Electric to make this 5-2. Like I said, I think Electric's gonna win it. It looks like they regrouped after the bomb went down. They split. And again, you play that 1v1, and I think the advantage slides towards the player having to clutch. If you stay together and play 2, you play a trade and you call it around. But when you split up in 1v1, you split it up for the person who has to defuse to win 2 1v1s. And that's exactly what Electric did for his team to try to get momentum back into them for this S&D as they go on offense. Great play out of him to ice up there and clutch and get the round 1 at the last second.
Yeah, Electric MC, man. He turned up on that hard point. He gave us that clutch factor, but he's going to have to do it 4 more times for his team to get back into this game. As you can see, Buki with 1, Glitch with 1, so there's still 3v3, and nobody got the advantage. The bomb is close to B. Trader with a nice kill on Dahmers. Glitch with a nice kill on Buki, and it's a 1v3. Favorable advantage. Super Perp, they know where he's at. They're going to get him. They're going to chase him. They're looking for him. Finally picked the bomb. Super Perp has the bomb. He has to just take off. Yes. But I think player 4 seen him. Oh no, he didn't see him.
I don't think player 4 did. He might get this A plant. He looks like he's gonna wrap back to B. What can we see here? Do we see timing work out as they rotate over to A? We'll see. He gets 1. You see player 1. I don't think he's gonna be ready for the pinch. I don't think he's gonna be ready for this player to be this close. No.
Oh.
He almost had the snap in the reaction. Even though Atlanta maybe made a mistake the round before as far as Minnesota made a mistake as far as splitting up, and they weren't going to let it happen again here. So force them to be uncomfortable and force them to have to be on their toes. Don't let them get to those power spots, and I think you'll be good to go.
Yeah, they'll be good to go. As we start this control, we got Atlanta Dazed for Minnesota Floppr. Series is tied 1-1 right now. As we start this control, as we can see that we got Atlanta Dazed all did a 3-hit B, and they're all on this point, and they got 1 kill down from Buki. So right now, this B side with 4 players on, this B side may be gone before I can get done talking.
Yeah, what we say, we needed to see out of Atlanta in order for them to get back into this aggression. And what do? They do an untraditional hit to B, play aggression, slay out the point, and now they're making the rotation over. Minnesota's kind of looking around, scrambling, trying to get their footing back and get players on the same page as Atlanta are just flying around the map right now, picking up kills. Dahmer tries to get a 2-piece in kitchen, but it's traded out, and now it looks like Minnesota might be finding some footing. Minnesota
finds some footing in the favor of Glitch. Glitch right now with a 3-piece, trying to keep all of Atlanta back. If he could keep Atlanta back on this garage side spot, they could hold him back, but 1:40 is a long time to try to keep all these players back. With Buki, with a nice kill, he's in bottom mark. He's trying to get map control for his team, trying to get these players from keeping them back in their spawn. There's a kill right there from Super Perp. Kill from Electric MC. That's what they needed to get Atlanta Dazed back. Player 5, he's the last one there, Trader. He finally gets taken down, and now you can see all of Atlanta Dazed 3 stacked on this A site, and let's see if Minnesota can get to this hill in time.
Yeah, they're going to be flying from pillars, they're going to be flying from laundry. So you just lock down those 2 spots with the stack and get to this round 2 on defense as the trades are coming in. And it looks like Minnesota win it. They do stop it right before it's done. So now you have everyone spawning that garage and bedroom side as they have to push through and try again. I really thought with the trades coming in that they were going to have that. But Minnesota do a great job at keeping the lives close and also still keeping control of this ring side. And they have to do so for another minute.
Yeah, they do have to do so for another minute, and they only have 1 tick left. So we just need. So all I have to do is group up together 1 more time and do what they just did. Just as they just did the second ago. They get on this point. So there's the first one. There's super Perp on Trader. Then he gets traded out by Glitch. Electric MC trades out Glitch. Dilate trades out Buki. The trades are going back and forth. Lives are in the favor of Minnesota, but you can see that Atlanta Dazed is starting to get to us. The hill's contested. Tobar's the last one on here. He gets taken out. I think that's it. I think that's the time. I think that's control. I think, he finally gets taken down. Minnesota is playing good. That's 3 down for Minnesota right now. Whoa, this is good. This is good control right now. This is good control right now.
Yeah, players are clutching up when they need to. It's like a 2-3 down wipe, and then just trades get real mixy, and then it's another wipe, and then that gives the one team clearance that they need. And, you know, obviously getting the team wipe does make things easier to either advance up the map and defend or progress to the point. But, yeah, it's been great out of Trader and Glitched on the side of Minnesota, and it's been awesome out of Dahmers and Super Perf here on the side of Atlanta as they try to get in here. Here comes another tick. They just got to fire and hold them off, and they do. Great work out of Atlanta there to finally take advantage of that easier side and get in and get the point.
Yeah, this is a good play right here. This is the play right here. I think, no, this is not the play. The play at the end was by Dahmers at the end. He made the big play at the end. I think this is it. Yeah, this is the play at the end that helped to win this round right here. Dahmers with the big kill to clear the hill and to keep all of Minnesota back. That was a big play by Dahmers to hold it down for his team, to be on a 4 streak. Now we got to see Minnesota. Can they regain? Can they get themselves back into this game? Because it was just 1 to 2 kills away from winning that control.
Yeah, they definitely were close to winning that on defense after giving up B. They fought a good fight to make it scrappy, and so looks like they're going to put some pressure here on B as they do a delayed hit. Buki in this top money window. He's going to get picked off by Glitch, and they're trying to look back at pool stairs. Electric wants to try to get through here and try to get a kill as they have a couple players on B right now. Just 1 left to 2. Now that's going to be the wipe off B, but now that's a close spawn clearance up to A. Player 2 is going to have a few players running out of here in a second.
Yeah, player 2, he's back there, but he finally gets traded out by Trader. And now you can see Minnesota has 3 players on this A site. They need to stack it up, collect this A site. They can move on to B. Oh, that's a good kill. And right now, it just seems like A is gone. But you can still see player 2, Buki, he's still trying to get the picks from the players trying to rotate, but he gets backed up. And you can see all of Minnesota pushing through the jungle side, trying to come through from the back. But the players there, Super Perp, he's there for one. And there's Electric MC with another one. Atlanta Dazed does a good job keeping Minnesota from flipping to the back. Now they're going to be coming through the front, but there is still 1 player back there. I think it's player 6. He is still back there. Let's see if he can make a play.
Yeah, we'll see if he can make a play as the battle rages on here at mid. Player 1 just chilling in bedroom while the rest of his teammates get the clearance mid-map to send Minnesota back to that ringside. It's just a standoff here. A little shoulder battle between Super Perp and Delayed as we see if something goes down there. We're going to go back to mid and see if Minnesota can get clearance here to get in the kitchen.
There it is. 2 down from Minnesota through mid. You see that's the 2 they need. There's the kitchen's kill. Oh, Glitch with a nice kill in the kitchen. They're pushing through kitchen. They got to try to get through the spine. Buki's up with 1. Buki with 2. And that's the clearance that Atlanta Dazed needed to push all of Minnesota back. And now they're starting to get map control.
Yeah, and they have the 7 life advantage here too, with less than a minute left now for Minnesota to make the play. This is where things can get out of hand. You got to slow down, group everyone up. The lives still manageable if you play it right, but don't let it get too hectic and crazy to where it spirals out of control as they get some good kills now to try and push out here on this ringside.
They got some good kills. BCR Dahmers, Buki. They're doing a good job of pushing these guys back. Dahmers is on a 9. He's on a 9 streak, phase. 13-5. What can this guy not do for his team? Dahmers is absolutely frying right now. Playing this top bedroom spot, not letting Minnesota get through. But you can see player 7, player 6 has made it to the back, trying to get to the spawn, but there's only 13 seconds left. They got to get to this B site. They got to get there, and they got to go now.
Yeah, Dahmers was holding bedroom control, and he said, hey, bring it all to me. You know, I got it. He goes on a 9, gets full streaks for his team. Even if they lose the round, you know, they win a good one here. He's going to pop the artillery and try to get, got a team kill. Oh, no. Does that work in Minnesota Flavor? Can get on the point. Dahmer's going to try and clear him off. He made the mistake with the artillery, but he doesn't want to make the mistake in the round to close it out. As he picks everyone up, gets clearance on the hill, ends up making up for that team kill. But like I was saying, you know, he was getting those kills at bedroom, and that's all he needed to do for that round for his team to secure streaks. They end up closing the round out, but it got a little scary there for a second for him. But now having a cruise going into this next round for them, definitely huge and puts pressure on Minnesota on the importance of the win.
Yeah, it is definitely huge for him having that cruise. Dahmers, I mean, he was absolutely frying. 9 streak. Man, top bedroom control was big for him. Now he got the controls. Now we're gonna see them try to take one side and then use the cruise to clear the next side. 15-6, 2 streak, 9 ejectors, man. There's nothing more you can ask for a guy like Dahmers. His whole teammate is right behind him, 12-13, 14-14, 14-13. So they're all playing pretty good, but you know, you got one guy that's frying like that. It makes it easier for everybody. But as we can see that this started off, Minnesota with 2 down before he glitched with 2 down before he gets traded out by Super Perp, and that is nobody on these control points with Minnesota tied up in lives right now to the Atlanta Dazed.
Yeah, and it looks like Atlanta's trying to do the B hit again. Hopefully 7 and 6 can get there in time. As Glitch trying to keep mid control, that's going to be 3 dead for Dazed. As Glitch is just running around, spinning around, looking like Shotzi out here with the movement in mid, trying to keep these players pinned back in their spawn, make them think about and have to clear him out before they can progress up the map. Great work out of him here just to be ratty and keep players thinking about him. There's no one in bedroom control, but he's locking it down on this side as a player gets through for Dazed over to this ring side.
There's 2 players right now on this A side, but now they're getting beans put on them. Trader with a nice kill, Glitch with a nice kill. The side of Minnesota Floppr right now playing some good defense. They're playing good. They got a 2 life lead right now. Glitch is on a 3 streak. He's trying to turn up for his team, but that's 2 down in favor of Atlanta Dazed, and that's 2 players on this A side, and they're trying to get the progression. Second progression is now ticked up. They're waiting for players from a later. There's player 5. He's the first one up. Glitch is on the 5. Let's see. Oh, Super Perp with a nice kill on Sober. Glitch is still turning up. Glitch is on the 6. He's doing all he can for his team, but he finally gets traded out by Electric MC. Electric MC is on this point, and you can see he's probably going to get... Oh, he just jumped up. Dial with a nice kill. Dahmer's on here. Ooh, Dahmer's with a nice kill on Dilate, and this A site looks like it might just be gone.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can get here in time for the side of Minnesota, but it's a great after them. Glitch was running around everywhere, man. He was a one-man army. He went over to bottom bedroom, got a kill, ran back up, pulled stairs, came over to ring and tried to get 2, and great work out of him as he pops 2 here on the hill to get his team control. Looks like they're trying to get kitchen control right now, but Dazed is going to remain that, and as soon as I say that, Blade pushes him out. Glitch right now, he's doing it all for his team, man. He's absolutely everywhere they need him to be.
Yeah, Glitch, 26-15. After we went on their streaks, he's holding it down. He's on B right now. He's trying to make sure none of Atlanta push up this point. He's throwing shoulders. He's calling out players, letting them know, I can't die. I'm on a streak, guys. We need streaks for the comeback. So he's playing his life, but he finally gets taken down by El Buki, and you can see Electric MC now on this B site to get this progression. Dilate with a kill on Dahmers. Let's see Dilate. Oh, Dilate, nice kill on Electric MC. El Buki, Super Perp. That's 2 down for Atlanta Dazed. The lives are 4-3, 3-4. It's gonna be close right here.
Yeah, it's 3v3, and he still has the cruise. He could pop that if you wanted to. Looks like they might not even need it, though, because they might win this in 3-0 fashion, but the cruise missile, if they needed, they don't even have time for one more crack, given the amount of lives they have. Maybe he should have popped the cruise, because now it's a 1v2. This round could go in the way of Minnesota. We don't know if he maybe lost awareness that he had that, or maybe he just thought, hey, we have it as a safety net if we happen to lose this round. 1v2 for Electric. We saw this in S&D. He iced up before. Can he do it again? Both players split, playing in that 1v1. We'll see if he can take advantage. Here comes the pinch.
Oh,
yeah, Minnesota cleaned it up this time and make sure he doesn't get that clutch. And now, if you are Atlanta, you didn't use that cruise and you have it for this fallback round. I suppose they did have a round to spare in that sense. So, cruise missile again in the back pocket for Dahmers, as Minnesota clutched up and took the round there to put them on the board in this control.
Going back to the cruise missile, yeah, I think he probably should have tried to use it, you know, just because there's 3-3, was it 3-3-3? 3-3 would have been a good time to use it. Even if you did die on that, you probably still had 2 teammates alive, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I guess he's probably gonna hold it for if they go to a map 5. But right now, as we start this off, Atlanta Dazed is on defense right now. And you can see Minnesota Floppr taking 2 players to this A site, trying to take early control of A right now, trying to get this A site for the control round. Dahmers is there, Super Perp is there. The trades are going back and forth, but Super Perp ends up with a nice 2-kill, 2-piece to keep all of Minnesota off of this A site. But there is still, oh, there's the kill by El Buki with a nice 2 to keep him off. And that's the clearance that they needed to try to take away the second tick at A.
Yeah, and I think that comes down to Electric getting pushed up into our window, and you had someone in laundry window, and that forced a pension. Players that were in the point for Minnesota had nowhere to go, so that was easy pickings for Atlanta. Now, is they're forced to rotate over to B, make sure no one from Minnesota is there. as Minnesota tried to take this mid-map pressure, and they do. They're still going to try and go towards B. Looks like the 2 players pushed up as they have 2 on A, going to try and close it out. Now Minnesota just trying to keep pressure on Atlanta spawn. Don't let them get out. Don't let them get comfortable. As Glitch just trying to make something happen here. The rest of his teammates looking to get A secured.
Yeah, they got 2 players on A trying to get that secure. You can see Atlanta Dazed has given up control of B. Subar with a nice kill. Sober with a nice kill. You can see Glitch with 1. There they go, pushing up to this hill. They got control of this hill. Glitch is on another streak. Glitch is on 6. There he goes. Get another kill. They need to get pushed up. That's 2-3 down. They need to get pushed up. Minnesota needs to get on this point, but you can see Glitch. He's looking for kills. Dilate with a nice 2-piece. So that could be the advantage they need with Glitch still on a streak. He's on a 7. He needs 1 more kill or 1 tick will give him that artillery. I don't think he understands that.
Here comes the cruise, I think. Here comes the cruise. This is when I figured we might see it out of Atlanta. Things got real crazy there. Now Minnesota have a 10 life advantage, and they have half the progression done here on B because Glitch just ran around like a crazy man and was able to pick up some streaks. I believe he is the artillery. We'll have to check on that. Either way, absolutely roaming and slaying, doing his job perfectly here for Minnesota as they're nearly captured this B point.
They almost got this B point. They got the life advantage. So all they got to do is just take their time, get some of these kills. Oh, there's the stack right there. He's on the point right now. Oh, he was so close to getting that V, but he did not get it. Diamonds and Buki holding it down. Buki with another 2-piece. That's how you do it. The South Atlanta Dazed. You got 5 lives left. You guys are fighting for this last round. You guys don't want to go to a game 5. They're doing all they can, but Sobar, he takes down 1. Electric MC. All Minnesota has to do is slow down, get these picks, start getting these kills. But right now, Atlanta Dazed is not letting it happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just you ain't even gotta touch the point. Go find the 3 players, send around in pairs. You're gonna spawn back up and find a buddy and run around and try to find them. There's only 2 people left now, and so took them a second to finally slow down, but they did. Yeah, they just gotta find these people, but Atlanta's making them work for it. As Buki pops a 2-piece on the hill. Oh my gosh! Now it's a 1v7. That got much closer than it needed to be. I don't know if it was in the stars for Atlanta to win it anyway, but it definitely got closer than what it maybe should have been because Minnesota just kept trying to apply pressure when maybe they didn't need to, and it let Atlanta get some picks that they shouldn't have let happen. So good on Atlanta for trying until the very end and bringing that down to a 1v7. Minnesota, very, very lucky that they had the life count that they did early on to close that one out. Now we're at a game or round 5 in this control.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think since they had so many lives advantage, they was just like, all right, just go ahead, win. You guys get 1 life to throw away each. And after they threw that life away, they teamed up, which is good. But now we can see this round 5. We can see Atlanta Dazed on defense, Minnesota on offense. The defensive side has been taking this, so the favor does look in the favor of Atlanta Dazed right now. With the Buki starting off with a nice 2-piece. He would be on streak, but he did get stuck with an egg.
Yeah, Sober pops 2 and gets killed as Delay's going to try to pick up where he left off over an R. He sees the guy top ring and is calling that out to his team as Trader gets dropped in the point. They're trying to get something going here and try to get clearance into this point and start to cap it. The offensive win is definitely possible as Glitch has full streak still. He has 40 kills in this game. Hold on, that slipped by us somehow. The guy is having an absolute night and we're only in map 3. This has been great gameplay out of him so far. He's got full streaks. Minnesota, honestly, though they're on offense, have no reason to not win this round if they can play those streaks well and execute it. They have less than a minute now, only 1 tick of progression at A and a little bit at B. We'll see if one of these streaks come out, but they need to regain, regroup, and get a collective push here.
We need to regain, regroup, and push together, like you said. But let's see how it's going down. Dahmer, super perp. They got 2 down. They're holding down this B site. They're making sure nobody gets on this B site. There's no players from Minnesota Floppr close to the A site. Oh, there he is right there. Oh, good. Get 2 down in the side of Minnesota Floppr to hold down this B site right now. This B progression is slowly taking out. They got 1 player on A, 1 player on B, and here comes the streaks.
This might make the clearance over to B easier. There's only 1 player being sent to A, forced everyone inside. And it let player 7 stay on the point as he gets dropped finally. But now that's A. They're going to try and play the rotation over to B. They're going to quickly cut across mid, try to get kitchen control, and try to bully Atlanta out at this point.
There's 1 down right there. That's kind of bully Atlanta out at this point. Glitch still has the streaks. And you're right, he has 43 kills. This guy is doing it all. There's another 2 down in the favor for Minnesota Floppr. They got control right now. They can just take a glitch. Oh, what a nice kill. He got his team kill. So now they got 2 players on his B side. His B side is going to get, and the streaks are coming in. So he spotted them out. Minnesota may have
That's a GG, I think. That's definitely a GG. 3-0. It was 2-0 Atlanta Dazed. Wow. You know, for them to come back and win the way they did. Glitch took the team and said, hey, you guys, I'm going to take care of things. You guys hop on the point. I'm trust the ice that you guys had whenever you went into that Miami. So I don't think they have anything to worry about as we go into this raid hard point. I think if Minnesota drop this map, I think they take it 5.
Okay, well, we started off right now with the players pushing to this ringside. We got Minnesota all on the point right now, but Super Perp and Electric MC with a kill on Trader, but Glitch is there with a nice clip. He gets traded out by El Buki. Early control to the side of Atlanta Dazed right now, with them having control of the P2 spawns. Minnesota pushing through Trader with a nice 2-piece, trying to clear this hill, trying to give his team control of this hill so his team can start making this push for this P2.
Yeah, Trader and Glitch was a great pressure to push through ring and try to get to Laundry, but 2 Minnesota players get dropped here as they're sitting back, trying to get back pressure on this hill as they spawn up. Player 6 is holding kitchen, trying to make sure there's no funny businesses. Now we see Minnesota try to send one through mid and try to get this kitchen control. Player 6 finally going to be able to relay some information. I think he's making to read the money window. He gets the kill on, possibly. Doesn't get the kill on Trader. Huge gunfight went out of him to possibly get these flip spawns in for Minnesota, but just like that, they get 3 down. And now Minnesota's back to square one, trying to break into the front of this hill. Ran out of ammo, almost got the 4th. There is still mid pressure out of Minnesota, but they're going to try and break in this hill with a nearly tied game.
Nearly tied game. You can see them trying to break to the front. Are they going to get a sober win? There they go, the trade. They finally had it, but Super Purpose there for the back, but Dilate is there. It's going back and forth. The trade, but Atlanta Dazed does have control this hill time. You see the player in money. He's looking for a kill. He got the kill. The player hill is still contested, but Atlanta Dazed, it's just scrappy, contested hill, but you can see Atlanta Dazed. They're coming out on top of this hill right now to take control of this hard point right now. But you can see one player fighting there. He finally gets traded out by Electric MC. And that's Atlanta Dazed with control of this hill. And you can see Minnesota deciding to rotate now for this P3.
Yeah, this is an absolute mixer of a first 2 hills, as neither team or combined even have 100 yet between these ones. Is Minnesota really trying to get a solid hill in here? And there's going to be 3 dead for Atlanta. That's going to stop the gym push. As now it looks like Atlanta's going to regain and try to push through bedroom or mid. And Minnesota players try to push up the map. They're going to give those comms, but Minnesota here with the full 60 would put them up 30 points as they're going to try and hold off another Atlanta hit through art.
They try to hold off another hit, and I think they just did it right there. That's another just good defense right now. Electric MC, he's pushing up through Zig. Let's see if he can get up here, but the player 2 spawned out for Minnesota. So let's see what happens here. They know that they're coming in. The player through AC. Glitch with a nice kill. Glitch is holding it down for his team. Glitch with 2. And that's 3 down in favor of Minnesota to keep all of Atlanta Dazed back. They could not break this hill, but Electric MC gets Glitch to take him off this tree. And the rotations is on for Atlanta Dazed. Minnesota is now starting to make this rotation. Player 1, player 7, they're first up. Super Perp, he wins that battle. And now you can see Atlanta Dazed does have rotation. They gotta hold this hill. They gotta start fighting back to keep themselves in this hard point.
Yeah, and this is a perfect one to get a good setup and get a full 60 on. This might be where we see the game kind of run away. If Atlanta can maintain their hold here, they're pressed really far back into basketball. Minnesota is hitting the pressure. Dahmer pops 2, Buki with 2, and that's 4 down for Atlanta. And now they have full clearance to try and get some map pressure here. As 2 great 2 pieces out of Dahmers and out of Buki to push Minnesota back to their spawn. Again, this is where the game could start to run away from Minnesota. You start to get the slaying shift side. It's been pretty even this whole time. You've looked at the kill feed, and it's been red, white, red, white. Super crazy trade battle here going on, so no one's really dominating except for the pop-off players we've had every so often. This might be where Atlanta can start to turn things and take it in their favor and run with it as they try to chain it to P5.
Yeah, this is when they can try to chain things, but they're not getting the rotation right now. Super Perp, he just got a kill on Dilate. Player Sober, he's on the point right now, looking for one. He got Dahmers pulling out. Good turn by Super Pair, but he gets traded out by Glitch. The kills are going back and forth. It's red and white, back and forth, so you really don't know. So nobody's really getting advanced right now, but you can see Minnesota Floppr, they're on this hill right now. They're trying to take control, and they're trying to get the spawns for next with the players coming through ringside, which is always good. You can see Atlanta Dazed has jumped on this point now to try to get the rest of this 30 seconds, the rest of this scrap time. Player 2's coming in for pillars. He gets turned on by Electric MC. Super Pert with a nice 2 down, and that's full hill control for Atlanta Dazed.
Yeah, they now have mounted, if they can get the rest of this time, be a 50-point lead going into this next set of rotations, and they can just slide right on over to ring. But it looks like Minnesota, all 4 players are here at ring. They're going to try to push up through Laundry, and they've got player 3, a Roamer, going to try and get some picks here through mid, maybe try to get the last couple seconds off of this, but Atlanta makes the read. Dahmer gets the pick at pool stairs. Minnesota still have a great close setup here and really close spawns right now at this ringside. If they can win a couple of key gunfights, they might win the rotation for P2 as well. S3 go down.
You go down right there. As you say, that's 4 down right now. So they got the first 4 down. So now they're waiting for another break attempt. 2 barbers up. Super Perp. He gets taken down. Boogie takes down Trader, but then he gets traded out by Dilate. Glitch with another kill. That's Minnesota Flyers right now. Probably doing all they can right now to keep themselves right back into this hard point. They're keeping all of Atlanta Dazed back. They got player 1 holding down the kitchen. They gotta just keep holding down these times. Get these players off the point. And they'll be right back into this, but you can see Buki, he just got the kill on Glitch to keep the kid Dilate with 2. The kills are going back and forth. You can't keep up with them, but in this kill off, Minnesota does have the scrap time.
And Atlanta here, something we had missed just a few seconds ago was a team kill by Atlanta in mid-map. It was a 2v1 in favor of Atlanta to get kitchen control. And a team kill comes in, and I believe it was Trader that got the other kill out of that, which made it a 1v1, and he got the kill and got the clearance for his team to rotate safely back over to P2. It all started with Minnesota chalking up that P1 and rotating all the way through to Laundry to get P2 spawns, and that sets them up for where they are now in Kitchen, as they're just wiping Atlanta off the map, makes the read to money, gets the kill. That's the last player off the point now. Minnesota now playing one step ahead in this hard point as the scoreline keeps sliding back and forth, 20-point lead to 20-point lead as we close into 250 here with 30 seconds left. And this P2 hard point, Atlanta very much still fighting for this new money window. They have players still locking it down for P3. They don't want to give up anything silly, don't want to force any flips that they don't need to with this time dwindling down, but they're still making it scrappy and messy. They might get the last 15 seconds here if Electric can stay alive in this P3 or P2.
Oh, he gets the kill too, and that is it. They're going to get the scrap time. As you can see that the players have rotated. 3 players up, 3 down. Minnesota Floppr is winning their battles right now. That's the win right there for the Minnesota Floppr. They get control of this P3 hill. When this P3 hill pops off, they're leading right now. They can keep controlling these hills. They can come out with the victory in this and this map. But you can see Atlanta Dazed, they're coming through weights right now. They're doing a 3 hit with Glitch and Trader with some good kills. Glitch with another kill. Sobar with a kill. Minnesota Floppr is not letting Atlanta Dazed come back into this hard point. They're not letting them break, and they're doing a very good job right now.
Player 3 is already up pool stairs. Atlanta's doing everything they have at this hill, and they have to because they got to make it scrappy. Otherwise, Minnesota, but now you flipped too late. Now you got to turn around and try to reflip at one of the hardest hills to break, easiest to hold on this map. And Minnesota only need 35 or so points to win. Made it a little bit harder on themselves, but they're still slaying out mid-map, so they might be able to do what seems nearly impossible. They were down almost 50 points here. They got the scrap time. Maybe force Minnesota to flip out for a second, or at least get split spawns. We'll see what they try to do here as Minnesota's still in position. They can win off of this hill. Atlanta have to play together, get a good break here, and get the hold.
Yeah, Atlanta have to play together, but the streaks are coming in. The kills are coming in for Minnesota. They get the cruise missile that hit too. There's one more coming out. That one didn't hit. But man, there we go. Dilate with some more streaks. Looks like Minnesota Floppr are saying, this game right now, we want to win it right now. We don't want to go to another hill. We came back 3-1 in this series, and that's just what it looks like is about to happen. Minnesota Floppr may win this hard point right here.
And that'll do it. With the upset to Pool B, now giving Maui a chance to maybe go for that 1 seed. The upset, but locking down the seed in their pool. Wow. After that first hard point, you know, you look at a series and you go, a team comes up that hot and plays that hard, that's going to be hard to slow down. They do exactly that in the Miami S&D. come out into control, hit the positions they need to, and come back and get the win on that map.